2, Tournament 2, and we're on South Holston Lake for practice number 1. I'll be honest with you guys, I don't really have a plan today. I know this lake a little. I'm really just going to ride around, pick the main creeks, and just stay on the big motor today and be really watching my sonar. Now the lake is up a lot from the last time that I was out here, so, and I know they've been raising it, so we will look shallow to deep today. It's always easier to start shallow and work out deep. All right, let's get this day started. Here's where you fish a ledge head. Alright, so we've been out, we've graphed. You know, this creek has a lot of potential. There's a lot of bait fish in it. You know, right now, though, the fish seem to be few and far between in here. And that's one of the keys. You want to find your bait fish, but don't commit to just fishing that area full of bait fish, because this time the bass sometimes will relate directly to those bait fish and begin feeding up to move up on the beds. And sometimes, you know, they're going to relate to other structure in the paths back to the back. So I've pretty much looked through this entire creek, and this is a major creek arm on this lake. There's a ton of bait fish. I mean a ton. You can see some right there, and you can see it going out of the screen there. But, and forgive my screen, I know it's dirty. There's some more bait fish. But what you're not really seeing around this bait fish are actual fish. So for right now, you know, we're going to move on. We're going to see what we can find. And we have to be thinking about the highways. You know, we got a guy over here fishing this bank, and I want to show this to you. That bank right there is a great highway into that little cove for smallmouth. It's a, you know, it's a deep little steep bank that makes it easy for them to move up and down. And I'm sure the creek channel probably runs right up against it. So for now, let's go ahead. We're gonna look at a few more creeks, and that's what I do a lot of times on the first day. I don't really pick up, and I'm sorry about the wind noise, I don't really pick up a rod very much. You know, we got one largemouth, probably about 3 pounds. We'll weigh him on the Connect scale a little later. And you can see here's some more bait fish. All kinds of bait fish out here on this point. So, you know, and those long points are a key. You know, smallmouth really tend to love them. So let's go look around a little bit more and see what we can find. So we ran around the lake a little bit and hit a few high profile spots. And most of the places that I was focusing on because of the water temperature were areas that were the first deep water closest to the spawning area. And the thing of it was, even as I talk about in the live stream video, which you can see right here, look at this. This is what I've seen right here. I don't know if you can see this. Let me see if I can get you in there. Look at that. 23 feet. These fish are out here deep. I was seeing a lot of fish on my graph in about, you know, 15 to 20 foot of water, about 18 to 20 on average. And you can see me talking about it in that live stream at the time as I see some and I back off of them and make a few casts to them. So I thought, you know, I was finding some staging fish, and I was finding some staging fish, but they were all suspended. Those fish were ready to move up on the bed, and they were so far along in that process that they were not actively feeding. And I didn't realize this until the very last fish of the day. All right, guys, I didn't get this on camera, but look at that. Man, she is full of eggs. I'm telling you. Look at that. Look at the back of this pocket. And these bad girls are up on the bed. I caught that on the Major League Lures boom shad in the trout color, 3.5 inch, half-ounce ledge head. So deja vu, guys. Day 2 of practice canceled for technical difficulties yet again. And again, forgive the traffic. So today I get up. Luckily, when I was on the lake the last time, there was a little problem with starting my boat. So luckily, before Bass Nut came all the way up here from Knoxville, which is about a 2-hour drive to South Holston Reservoir, I checked and tried to test start my boat in the yard. Now the problem with that is simply this: it didn't start, and here's why. That, my friends, along with this little oddball feature called a solenoid, has gone bad on me. So my hopes are simply this: we've got it apart, we've tested everything, we've got it narrowed down to that, and power isn't crossing over. So we're going to Advanced Auto. We're going to see if they've got one on hand, me and my dad. So cross your fingers, but like I said, deja vu. Practice number 2 canceled.
And heavy, steady flow. The rocks stop me for a moment, but I weave above and bend below. I eat what is fed me. I can cause a deadly blow, and still the river flows. Only heaven knows where the 2 waves flow, where the rivers flow.
Big is it? Close. I'm pretty good. How about yourself?
That'd be a keeper though, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I reckon. That's my other job.
Oh boy, I got nailed right there. I cannot believe it. Oh, please get it down.
We don't give up.
They do not. Hey guys, we're on South Holston. This is practice number 3, and I'm with my buddy Tim Saylor, the ledgehead man. Caught a couple of bucks. You can if you
What do you
want.
give me if I catch one on this very next cast?
Nothing.
Nothing. Man, call my shot.
Ha!
I didn't get him.
I should have said.
I probably should have taken it.
I was going to say.
He's at least 2.5. He wouldn't come up real high, but he's bigger than low.
I don't know. He might be bigger than you think. That's good. Actually. I think that's more than 2.5. Yeah, no, you might be right. And red eyes.
Red eyes. The ones with the gold eye, they are the ones that spot. The gold eye.
They are pretty fish. He was dark. Yeah. It was kind of like bump, and then like my bait wasn't there, and I reeled up, and there it was again. Really. Right. Well, I think I'm going to get me some turds before this, wearing that out.
It's not like it's a man.
Yeah, I really do.
I got to catch up to him.
The whole time I was going, why does that feel heavy? This kept reeling. I was like, why? I ain't got him, I don't think. I was like, this shit ain't loose. What size do you think that head is? That head looks a lot bigger than anything I've thrown. That's a heavy head.
I think so. Yep.
I don't know.
It is. Like, it's on 5 ounce or something like that. It's stupid.
Alright guys, sorry about the shaky camera, but this is tournament practice for the South Holston Lake day 4. The tournament is tomorrow, the meeting is tonight. They're giving some pretty heavy rain, so we'll see what happens today. We caught a few yesterday, found pretty much the predominant pattern that everybody else has found. The big key for today is finding those consistent quality bites. That's what's going to pay off in the end. As a co-angler, it's really all about finding multiple baits. When I found a bait that would work, I'd set it down and pick up another. The more baits you can get bites on, the better off you're going to be as a co-angler. All right, let's go do some fishing. So day 4 of practice, I didn't get a lot of footage. And one of the biggest reasons why I didn't get a lot of footage was because it downpoured. And for the most part, we just shook off almost all the fish that we got bites from. We were looking for more quality bites, and we narrowed it down to a few areas. And when we would get bit, most of the time, we would shake those fish off. So we didn't actually boat a lot of fish, and I know you guys don't really want to see us just letting them swim off. So that does it for practice. Again, I want to thank Tim. God, I learned so much during practice about this lake. So much that I will never stinking remember 90% of it, because he knows so much about that lake, and some of the places he took me and things he told me, I will not ever remember them. But the good thing is, a lot of it I did retain, a lot of it about the baits. You know, I paid very close attention about the areas and the type of structure, the type of banks that we were fishing, you know, and I think that's going to pay off in the long term, over the long haul, a lot. You know, like I say, I always want to thank Tim. And you guys go out, for those of you that don't know, I do have a 10% off discount code that you can use at ledgehead.com. Make sure you go and visit that website and pick you up some ledge heads. Don't forget, I've got the giveaway going on, which will be over tomorrow night. You have till 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to get entered. Go check out that video. It'll be linked in here somewhere. So as always, questions and comments in the comment section below. You know I love to talk fishing, and tournament fishing in particular, with you all. Like it if you like it, and don't forget to subscribe. You guys rock.